Hey, how much work did they do on Vince Neil's voice electronically to make it halfway listenable? I'm trying to figure it out because everything I've heard from Vince Neil over the last 20 years, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But this is, all right, shut up, Smith. Let's keep going. And welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty, and I am on a quest through space to open rock and roll minds. Mine first, and then maybe yours next. And this is a great, this would be a great, miraculous example of that, because I'm going to react to Mötley Crüe covering the Beastie Boys. And look, I have to say this first off. My channel is about underground bands and the rock and roll you've never heard before. Your favorite band that nobody knows about is the idea behind that. And when I do reactions, I don't typically, I try not to be terribly overly critical and shitty because I don't want to shit on anybody else's music, any artists, things like that. But I already know I don't like Mötley Crüe. This is simply, for morbid curiosity's sake, is to react to their cover of the fucking Beastie Boys' Fight for Your Right, the iconic song. And I'm of the opinion that Mötley Crüe should have disappeared before they fake retired like twice. I don't fucking know. But I already know going in, I don't want to hear this. I'm doing this specifically for morbid curiosity's sake. But hey, it could open my rock and roll mind. But first, if you're still here, because I mean, if you're a Mötley Crüe fan, I'm probably not going to be very nice. It's just the way it's got to be in this one. But... whoa, the cop shop outside of my house, it's noon. Every day at noon, the siren goes out. That's what it tells me. It's time to listen to some fucking rock and roll, man. In the beautiful metropolis of Mansalona, Michigan. Before I get into the reaction, I do everything for a reason. One big, huge fucking goal, and this is it. For more than half of my life, I've dreamed of Ireland. Drawn to it in a way I can't explain. At first it was the obvious, the scenic beauty, the music, the Guinness. Then over time it became so much more. The vibe, the people, the history, and that's what hooked me. Also, clearly, I am not actually an Irish.
Too sexy pose.
But on April 1st, 2026, the dream becomes a reality as I close up shop in the Smith hole and take off on the adventure of my lifetime. Over the course of a year, I'll hike that beautiful island and tell its story, town by town. Each town I stop in, I'll conduct an interview in a pub with people that can tell the story of that particular town while discovering all the things. All the things you're supposed to do in Ireland, then all the things you don't know, like where the locals go. Basically, I'm going to try to make friends with an entire country. And if that goal doesn't sound lofty enough, I'm also going to attempt to learn the Irish language. If you'd like to support the project, basic Patreon support is only $3 a month, and if you're Irish and want to help me network and act as a liaison, hit me up. This is a huge bucket list goal, and I need all the help I can get. The Smitty Learns Irish Pubcast begins April 2026, and I can't wait. Sláinte. And if you're still here, yes, my goal is to find the great rock and roll that has escaped me my entire life. Underground bands, bands from other countries, and a lot of bands that don't necessarily show up into the algorithm. So liking and subscribing and commenting and all those things, even if it's shitty comments about my reaction to Mötley Crüe, by all means, that helps the fucking channel. So let's roll with Mötley Crüe's cover of Fight for Your Right to Party. Stop living in the past, Mötley Crüe.
Tommy, 6, 5, let's make some noise.
Oh no.
Kick it.
And Mick Mars isn't even in the band anymore, right? I know he's doing solo stuff. All right, shut up.
You ask him about please, but you still said no.
Hey, how much fucking work did they do on Vince Neil's voice electronically to make it halfway listenable? I'm trying to figure it out because everything I've heard from Vince Neil over the last 20 years, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But this is, all right, shut up, Smith. Let's keep going.
Watch your teacher preach his class like it's some kind of jerk. You gotta fight for your right to party. Your pop got you smoking and he said no way. That hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day. Man, living at home is such a drag. Now your mom threw away your best part of me.
No, like really no way whatsoever it works. I don't feel like, you know what I mean? There doesn't seem to be any fucking sort of cohesive anything. It was just like, yeah, we're gonna cover fucking the Beastie Boys. I've grown out of love with Mötley Crüe, and I appreciated them for a certain time in my life, you know, especially when I was a teenager. And then I grew up and wasn't all about partying anymore. And that just seems to be the further that I've gotten away from partying, the more they've gotten into partying. And it's just like we're a bunch of fucking old men at this point trying to live like it's fucking 1985 in the dirt again, which I watched twice and I hated myself for watching it twice because it was awful. And just trying to like fucking still do that image, you know? It's like fucking stop.
You gotta fight for your right to party.
Wow, flashy solo.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight. Step out the house if that's the clothes you're gonna wear. I'll kick you out my home if you don't cut that hair. Your mom busted in and said, "What's that noise?" Oh, mommy just jealous. It's a Mötley boys.
Ha, they're dangerous.
Fight for your right to
Oh my god.
You gotta fight for your right to party. Wow! You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight to
The fucking the part that's even more baffling is that there's going to be a fuck ton of Mötley Crüe fans that are like, fuck yeah! In like the middle of the night. Oh, what else? No. In the middle of the night, partying in their fucking barn or their garage or whatever, fucking pounding beers to this song and going, you gotta fight! Along with Vince Neil. And I'm just like, man, I hope I never hear that song again. But my boy Cartman, I think, on my radio station that I was on years ago, we're still really good friends, and he does the morning show, and he said he was going to play that song, and I said I have to call up that show and talk shit about it again on the air. I probably will. Hey, but if you're still here, bless your heart, and it was kind of just fun to talk shit about Mötley Crüe, you know? They're used to it. And that does it for me. I'm out of here. Peace.